Hello, Durud and Shalom, everyone. We're here back to the rage section. We're here to rage, and I don't know at all what I'm walking into. I have no idea. I have no idea. But based on the people involved, I think it's going to be a bunch of nonsense, a bunch of garbage takes. I mean, I don't know for sure. Maybe we'll get surprised. What do you guys think? Do you guys think we're going to be pleasantly surprised? I don't think so. I don't think so. We're dealing with a bunch of retards. So probably not. Probably not. Yes, look at this. Nara saying, Dude, and good morning, lovely people. Yet Nara, Leog is here. Yes, Omid is here. Sarah, Shir Hamid, Alexia. Wait, is that Ricky? I think it's Ricky. I don't know if I pronounce it like that. It's okay. Amir is here. Fantastic. Okay, we can get started. We got a new member. Chris, thank you so much for becoming a member. I appreciate that. All right, let's just jump right into this, okay? Oh, no, what am I doing? Here. Let's go from the beginning.
I go to the airport and they just say that I've been rejected. 20 minutes later, that Times article that you mentioned, Pierce, comes out. And it says because I criticize Israel, over 60% of Americans are critical of Israel. Will we all be banned from the...
No, exactly. Actually, yeah, no, exactly. Why is it that the other people who criticize Israel don't get banned? I mean, I criticize Israel and I was welcomed in Israel. Why is it that you get banned? Maybe because it's not about criticism. Maybe it's because it's not about criticizing Israel. Maybe you're a fucking terrorist sympathizer. Maybe it's that. Maybe many people go to Israel and they have criticized Israel. I'm one of them. You know what? Israelis criticize Israel. It's actually the greatest hobby of Israelis is to criticize Israel. That you have an entire nation of Israelis criticizing Israel all the fucking time. So I don't think they're sensitive about that. I think you're doing something else. I think it's about something else. But it's just a guess.
UK?
I disagree with Cenk on basically everything. And the United Kingdom, or at least their government, hate Israel.
Valentina Gomez, I think she's a appalling human being who just wants to whip up racial hatred.
Yeah, you know what? United Kingdom is actually importing the not just haters of Israel, but the biggest amount of Jew haters from Islamic countries are being imported into the UK from the UK government. So I don't think your anti-Israeli positions is the reason why they didn't let you in.
Who would you not let in?
I don't even agree with you on Valentina Gomez.
Really?
Yeah, she's a nutcase, but so what? I believe we're the only family to have 2 members banned from Britain. Are we the most dangerous family in the world?
I'm happy to host you and Cenk and all these other guys too, because this is, as we say over here, fucking bullshit.
Well, coming up, the debate that was too hot for Britain to handle, Cenk Uygur returns to the show after being barred from entering Britain. We'll begin with Megyn Kelly, host of the Megyn Kelly Show, and the breaking news of Iran pulling out of ceasefire talks over Israel's escalating attacks on Lebanon. Megyn, great to see you.
Yeah, and they're back in it. I don't know. It's amazing that you guys believe anything that the Islamic Republic tells you.
As well, Piers. What a news day.
Amazing news day. And literally, as we're about to start this chat, we've got this breaking news of Iran suspending talks with the US, now announcing they're moving to completely block the Strait of Hormuz again. And we know how damaging that has been to date.
Again, they never fucking stopped, you idiots. Like, nothing has changed. This is what they say all the time. Are you really believing the news that is coming out of the Islamic Republic?
The global economy, never mind anything else. You know, you and I have talked about this war now since the start of it and expressed deep reservations about what it was supposed to be achieving and how it would be achieved and how long it would all take. Here we
This war has achieved the most amount of progress in the shortest amount of time in the history of modern warfare. If you don't understand that, it's either because you're retarded or you're being paid to act like you're retarded.
We are months into this, and it's going nowhere, isn't it?
It's going nowhere. Are you fucking kidding me? Have you seen what's happening to the Islamic Republic? Their economy is crumbling. There is the highest amount of division. The blockade is working beautifully. Are you fucking kidding me? I've been following the Islamic Republic for so many years. All my fucking life, I've been following these people. I've never seen this much division and infighting and weakness. The Islamic Republic has never been this weak, and this is thanks to the United States and Israel. What the fuck do you guys expect? It's been 3 fucking months. The Soviet Union took 45 fucking years to collapse. It's been 3 months. It's been 3 months. Are you fucking kidding me?
And Israel's gotten its way again, which is to queer the deal.
Oh, great. If Israel got its way, that means the United States got its way because you have mutually aligned interests. If Israel got its way, that's good for America because Israel's enemies are America's enemies. Israel getting its ways means that America's enemies are dying. Thank you, Israel, for doing what these fuckers don't have the balls to support.
By bombing Lebanon over and over and over. I mean, the so-called ceasefire was meant to include Lebanon, and our side said that.
Was it meant to include Lebanon? Are you, what? Are you, is she a spokesperson for the Islamic Republic? Guys, she's saying the so-called ceasefire was meant to include Lebanon. According to who? According to who? According only to the Islamic Republic and no one else. No one else. What the fuck are you talking about? Are you a representative of the Islamic Republic? What? Did I misunderstand what she's saying? She's speaking as if she's basically repeating their talking point
again, which is to queer the deal by bombing Lebanon over and over and over. I mean, the so-called ceasefire was meant to include Lebanon, and our side said that from the beginning. And the Pakistani,
your side didn't say that. Whoa! Oh, who's your Actually, maybe they did. Is your side the Islamic Republic? Because the U.S. side didn't say that. What the fuck are you talking about? Did you not read the conditions of the United States? Those are the conditions of the Islamic Republic. Is she admitting that she's representing the Islamic Republic by saying our side said that from the beginning?
Lebanon, and our side said that from the beginning. And the Pakistani mediator said that when he announced the ceasefire. Only Israel denied that that was part of the deal negotiated.
It was not part of the fucking deal. Oh my God. Okay. That was only the Pakistanis were just repeating what the fucking Islamic Republic officials were saying. We got our first super chat from Alexia. Thank you so much, Alexia. Saying, Armin, thank you. Oh, thank you. You what? Oh, you spoke fast. Can I know what you said at the Iran stream after I said Havoto Daram and Ma ba shama hastim? Much love and thanks. Oh, okay. So you came to the Persian live stream and you said Havoto Daram, which means you support us Iranians and you're with us. So I told people there that you are basically sending this message from South Africa and told people that she's supporting that you are supporting them, and I translated the parts that were in English. And thank you, by the way. A lot of people appreciated that. Thank you for supporting us. Okay, let's continue.
By us with Iran, and they began bombing Lebanon, already messing up the ceasefire right from the.
Why would Israel not attack its enemy? Because the Islamic Republic and United States are having talks. Guys, what is this unrealistic expectation? This is the mother of unrealistic expectations. Like the ultimate, what the fuck? Islamic Republic and the United States are talking. And Israel is not at the negotiating table. Northern Israel is being bombed by Hezbollah. Not Lebanon. Israel is not war with Lebanon. Israel is at war with Hezbollah. In fact, Lebanon and Israel are on the same side in this. Israel is at war with Hezbollah. Hezbollah is bombing northern Israel. Do you want Israel an independent sovereign nation state to be like, oh, okay, you guys are having a talk. Well, excuse me, I didn't know that I should stop bombing my enemy while they're killing my citizens because you two are speaking while I'm not even at the fucking table. Where is this coming from? You know, Israel can make decisions for securing its citizens, and it has independence in making those decisions, right? You know that, right? They're not even part of the deal, or even an agreement, or even an MOU. Why should they stop killing their enemies while they're being bombed by them?
Echo. And then they spoke to President Trump, and President Trump apparently ceded the argument to Bibi and allowed him to bomb Lebanon. And off we were to the races, where the ceasefire was never really all that ceasefire-y. And here they are bombing them yet again as we reach this tentative deal.
Wow, so evil. Oh my God. Israel is bombing the people who are bombing Israeli citizens. How dare you? Shame, shame, Israelis. Stop it. Stop. Why are you doing this? Why are you defending yourself? Just let people kill you. You know, just let them bomb you and with no response. Just let them. I mean, are you fucking guys? If it was any other country, they would have carpet bombed Lebanon by now. If there was any other country and they had Israel's ability and their enemy was something like Hezbollah and they were bombing into their country, their civilian areas, they would have carpet bombed all of Lebanon. Only Israel is supposed to show restraint while their civilians are being threatened to this extent. It's fucking hypocritical. These motherfuckers, imagine if any other country, if United States had a neighbor that was bombing into United States and threatening civilians like that, anybody that coming out asking for restraint will be seen as a traitor. Any advocacy for showing restraint will be seen as treason. Oh, we got another super chat by Shauna. Thank you so much, Shauna, saying, I love how these people just lie. I know, right? It's amazing. Fucking. You know, I keep wanting to call them retarded, but then I get reminded that they're actually getting paid for this. So they're probably not retarded.
Where we say, okay, let's have no more bombing in the entire region. And what does Israel do? They start bombing them.
Oh, yeah. Okay. You asked like, oh, we said no more bombing in the entire region. And Israel be like, oh, okay. Let me stop that then, because you guys just asked for no more bombing in the region. I'm sure Hezbollah got your memo, and there's like, does this fucking piece of shit ask yourself, like, did Hezbollah stop bombing? You ask for no bombing in the region, and Israel is the bad one because they continued bombing. What about Hezbollah? Did Hezbollah start bombing? Hezbollah started bombing mainland Israel only 10 minutes after President Trump announced that there's a ceasefire. It took them 10 minutes! Only 10 minutes! I tell you, these people are terrorist sympathizers. Would she come out and say it was Israel and Hezbollah that continued doing bombardments, or is it just Israel? Is it just Jews? It's just the Jews. It's always the Jews. It's every single time, blame the Jews. Blame the Jews. Are you going to mention at all? I hope she does. I doubt it. Are you going to mention that it was Israel and Hezbollah, and Israel was responding to Hezbollah? How could you stop attacking Hezbollah if they're continuing to bomb you? It's the Jews. It's always the Jews. Blame the Jews all the fucking time.
Again. Now, in the interim, there's been bombs going Israel's way as well. So it's like, as with everything in the Middle East, it's hard to say like who started with whom.
It's not hard. Look at this. She knows. She fucking knows. She fucking knows that they were. She doesn't even mention them. Mention them. Say their name. It was Hezbollah. It's the fucking terrorists that were bombing Israel, and Israel has to respond. I'm like, but it's so hard to say who. It wasn't hard. It's all recorded. It's all recorded. Minutes after the ceasefire was announced, Hezbollah was bombing mainland Israel. It's not like, oh, as all things in the Middle East is so hard to say. It's not hard to say. It's all being tracked. It's all being tracked. You're part of a country that has the best intelligence. They know who started it. Oh my God.
So they start bombing them again. Now, in the interim, there's been bombs going Israel's way as well.
Steele is saying too much sugar in Army's coffee. No, sugar is poison. There's no sugar in here. No sugar. I'm a health freak, guys. No sugar. I take zero sugar during the day. I mean, actually, I take carbohydrates, but you know what I mean.
They start bombing them again. Now, in the interim, there's been bombs going Israel's way as well. So it's like, as with everything in the Middle East, it's hard to say like who started with whom and when. But
it's only hard for people who just want to blame Israel. It's not hard for people who are being unbiased and objective and looking at the facts. But I know you're blind to any evidence that shows that Israel is not in the fault. So it's hard for you because you avoid the truth.
But
you're allergic to the truth.
Clarity from the beginning.
Yeah, she knows. I agree with me. Yeah, she does know.
It's hard to say like who started with whom and when, but there's been clarity from the beginning that Israel refuses to abide by our attempted promise to have it stop bombing.
You never promised that. It wasn't part of the red lines of the United States. The Islamic Republic is trying to force this on you. Are you going to, after you devastated the Islamic Republic, you going to accept their fucking red lines? These were not your conditions. You're part of the United States and you don't even know. You're not just an American, you're a political commentator. It's for your fucking job. And you don't even know the position of your own country. That was the Islamic Republic's red lines, not your country's red line. I'm not even American and I know the position of your country in these talks more than you. You do this. This is all that you do and you don't know it. I have other things that I do as well. And I'm not only focusing on the United States. I'm focusing on everything. I'm focusing on Iran. And I know your country's position more than you. Do you have anything else to do other than following the news and figuring out what the facts are? And you don't know this? You know this, but it's just too much money to be in being anti-Israeli, being anti-Jew, being anti-Israeli is just too profitable, isn't it?
Lebanon. And that's been a problem in putting this thing to rest from the beginning. And I don't see it letting up anytime soon. The Israelis are determined to do to Beirut what they did to Gaza.
Israelis are determined to defend themselves. The Israelis are determined to destroy anybody who wants to kill Israelis. They have a habit of eliminating their enemies. That's what they do. That's what they have been the most successful at. And if you hate it because you hate Jews, I know you hate Jews, I know you hate Israel, but fuck you! Israelis are good at destroying their enemies. And it doesn't matter how much you hate them because they will keep eliminating their enemies until there's none of them left.
And no one seems inclined to stop them. We're really the only ones who can.
Because you can't! Because they're too powerful. They're too powerful because they're resilient, because they are not going to surrender. Nobody can stop them because they refuse to surrender. They have 2,000 years of history of people oppressing them and being cruel to them. And they had enough. And they have learned the best ways on how to defend themselves. Yes, nobody can stop Israel because they have had enough. And they're not going to stand down. They're going to destroy anybody who wants to hurt them.
And stop them. And we don't seem to have that as an agenda item. So our ceasefire is falling apart as our attempt to put an end on a wider basis to this war.
Yeah, like no blame for the Islamic Republic. Zero fucking blames for the Islamic Republic. Oh, ceasefire is breaking apart. Who's to blame for that? Not the regime that has killed more Americans than any other country regime in the whole fucking world. Not the regime that kills its own citizens in 10 hours, in the tens of thousands in only 10 hours. It's not them. It's not the regime that chants death to America for 47 fucking years and has promised to wipe out, to destroy the United States at some point. It's not them who are at fault in violating ceasefire. It's Israel. It's always Israel. It must be Israel because they're Jews.
Falls apart. And the real problem here is that the Iranians know we don't have any cards to play. We've done what we can do. And President Trump...
You have no cards to play. You have no cards. You killed their supreme leader. You killed 60 of their highest military commanders of the IRGC. You're destroying their economy. The blockade on the Iranian ports are working beautifully. Operation Economic Fury is working. What are you following? What news are you following? They're devastated. They're fighting against each other. They're more divided than ever before. What cards do they have? They only have the Strait of Hormuz. You have everything else. Their proxies are decapitated. What the fuck are you talking about? The Iranian people are the most angry against the regime that they have ever been, waiting to get armed for the next uprising. The Islamic Republic has been the weakest it has ever been for the past 47 years. What cards do they have to play? Are you following the same fucking news?
To his credit, is not willing to sacrifice more American.
Yeah, guys, are these your conservatives? What the fuck is this? This is as anti-American as a kid gets. How are these people pro-American? She's defending Hezbollah. She's defending the Islamic Republic. She's taking position against the United States. Are these your patriotic conservatives? Yeah, exactly. Megan went full Haydar. We got another super chat. Thank you. Thank you so much, Shana. We're getting to our goal. Oh, we got two more. We're already at 5. Thank you, guys. Appreciate that. Let's do the super chat. Shana is saying, we know what would happen if a neighbor attacked Americans. It's called the Mexican-American War, and now we have Texas and California. Shana, you have a habit of just making the best points in just 1 or 2 sentences. It's magical. It's fantastic. I love it. You come with facts, and it's beautiful every time. Love it every single time. I learn a lot from you, Shana. Thank you so much for always contributing. And thank you for that. And then we have Sarah. Thank you so much for the super chat, Sarah, saying, Armin, I need more fire from you. If you any more fire, my office is going to burn down. Don't hold back, okay? Javid Rant, Javid Shroof, Javid Bacon, and as always, Javid Shah. P.S. I emailed your correct email. Oh my God, what is the subject? I can't freaking find it. I'm searching for Sarah. Ooh. Can you send me an email with the subject Sarah Ocean so I could search for it? Like put ocean in there. Thank you. And sorry, I don't know why I'm not seeing it. It's weird. Apologize for that. Just put ocean in the subject so I could search for it. And then we have another super chat by PJ. Thank you so much, PJ. Saying, this is my first time watching this segment of Armin. The best thing to wake up to. Okay. Well, thank you, PJ. I appreciate you enjoying this segment, okay? Gives me energy to know that you guys are enjoying it. All right, let's continue.
American blood and treasure on this war, which was never ours to begin with, because he understands there's zero support back home for that. And therefore, we don't have the muscle to force Iran into doing anything, and they know it. They understand that we're in a weakened position and that we don't have any cards to play. You know, this standoff in the Strait is hurting President Trump. It's hurting the Iranians too. But we had calculated from the beginning that they would never play that card. They wouldn't seize the Strait. It would be too economically painful for them. And we underestimated how much pain they're willing to inflict on themselves in order to hurt us. And we're not barbarians here. We don't have an Iranian revolution.
But by the way, that's bullshit. They did know that they're going to close the Strait of Hormuz. In fact, they had many simulations and practices regarding the Islamic Republic doing just that. So again, you're lying. And Sarah, I have not a single email sent to me with ocean in the subject. I just searched for ocean, Sarah Ocean, and nothing shows up. So I don't. Can you try again? It's armin.navabi@gmail.com. There's not a single email. I promise I checked it. Sorry about this.
Revolutionary Guard running our country that doesn't really give two figs about its countrymen as they do. And we underestimated their capacity for self-pain. And now we're paying the price as we head the U.S. and the world into a potential national and then global recession as we head into a midterm election cycle that the president's party cannot afford to lose. We assume we're going to lose the House on Team GOP, but now more and more
You're not. I mean, are you GOP? You sound like a Democrat. Is she GOP anymore? So it's not your house. It's not your party.
Political pundits are predicting that the Republicans are going to lose the Senate as well, and the map doesn't get any easier for Republicans 2 years after these midterms when we go into 2028 with a presidential election and yet another election for House members and some Senate seats. So all the math is bad. We don't have the cards to play.
What about the math of having the Islamic Republic being able to create 0 atomic bombs? Okay, what about that math? Have you calculated that math? What is the impact of that? What is the impact of the Islamic Republic having a nuclear bomb on GOP politics, on inflation, on jobs in the United States? I mean, would anybody even care about that at that point? Have you considered that? Have you taken that into your calculation? Oh, and look at this. Thank you so much, Shir Hamid, with 10 gifts for guys. Shir Hamid comes with gifts. 10 people are now members because of Shir Hamid. Thank you so much, Shir Hamid, for the gifts in the chat. Appreciate that. Thank you.
It's already a quagmire. Yes, it's only 13 weeks or whatever it is, but it's already a quagmire because there's no easy solution left. Even if we just pack up our bags and leave, which is what we should do.
You know what?
What we should do. We have the Islamic Republic promising that they're going to annihilate Israel and then United States, the little Satan, and then the big Satan. And all intelligence shows that they were this close to having a nuclear weapon. And thanks to Israel, they stopped it multiple times, but it's getting to the point where this time they're not going to be able to stop them. And you're just going to let's just leave. Let's allow our main enemy, this state that has promised to wipe us out and is responsible for killing the most Americans compared to any other existing regime. Let's just leave the area and just have them have a nuclear bomb. What could go wrong? What the fuck could go wrong if our main enemy on this planet gets to have a nuclear bomb? I wonder if they're going to just allow the Strait of Hormuz to be open and just be generous about it, or they're just going to close it after they become nuclear and know that nobody can do fuck all about it. I wonder what the Islamic Republic would do if they have an atomic bomb. Forget about them moving to basically conquer the world and annihilate all their enemies. Just in the immediate aftermath of them having a nuclear bomb, I wonder if the Islamic Republic is just going to be kind. I mean, like, you know what? I could close the Strait of Hormuz, but I'm going to be nice. Let's just everybody have whatever they want. I wonder. Anyways, we got 2 more super chats. We're 7 out of 10 already. Shauna, thank you so much for the super chat. Say, dear Megan, our founders were descendants of the Goths, the Anglos, and Celts. We are barbarians. See, Shauna seems like you're proud of it. That's fantastic. And thank you for the super chat, Shauna. Always with the history lessons. That's great. Casey with a super chat. Thank you, Casey, saying everyone Trump has endorsed has won. She's wrong. Yes, I saw that, at least in the first phase. So, yeah, we're going to be following that soon, by the way. Thank you, Casey. Thank you for the super chat. That is true. That is true so far. All right, let's continue.
What I've been saying is that take any kind of Pyrrhic victory you like, but get out of this, because there's not going to be some
Why?
great total surrender, as Donald Trump talked about early on. There's not going to be a dismantling of the IRGC.
It's been 3 fucking months. It's been 3 fucking months. Obviously, the Islamic Republic is not going to be lasting for fucking ever. So at one point, these fuckers are gonna collapse. So don't say it's not. That's never gonna happen, because eventually it will. Why? You think they're gonna just last until infinity? So obviously that we're gonna collapse one day. So don't say that's not gonna happen, you fucking idiot.
Trump talked about early on. There's not going to be a dismantling of the IRGC. They now know if they control.
What a defeatist attitude. The IRGC is the main enemy of the United States, and you're like, well, we're so helpless about it, guys. In the middle of the Cold War, people thought like, oh yeah, the Soviet Union is a superpower. Obviously, they're gonna be there forever. They're not gonna fall, and they fell. The Soviet Union fell, and the war didn't even get warm. It was just a Cold War, and with economic pressure and propaganda and marketing against communism, they were a fucking superpower. They already had nuclear weapons, and they fell. What is the Islamic Republic compared to the Soviet fucking Union? You think the Soviet Union can fall, and the Islamic Republic is just going to last forever?
The Strait of Hormuz, they basically can have the cards, right? And they know if they want to let off some rockets at their neighboring Gulf states, that will just intensify the pressure, which means that the military battle being waged by America and Israel with the bombardment and so on, yeah, fine, you can win that. But what you can't do is you can't stop the Iranians controlling the waterway.
How do you know? How do you know? It's been 3 months. It's been 3 months. You know what? What they can't do? They can't control the waterways either, because there's a blockade that is working beautifully. Why don't you see the other half of it? Like, the Islamic Republic is closing the Strait of Hormuz. Well, the United States has closed the entire Persian Gulf and the Gulf of Oman, all of it, on the Islamic Republic. Why don't you say the other half of it? In fact, they have been more successful at that. So we're like, oh, they have closed the Strait of Hormuz. So many ships have managed to pass the Strait of Hormuz because of the United States protection around there. So many ships. That's why oil prices have dropped 20% month over month, because more than 100 ships have passed. How have they closed the Strait of Hormuz when the United States has managed to get 100 ships through? 100 ships through. How is that? But you know what hasn't passed? You know what is not going through? Iranian ships are not going through. Ships visiting Iranian ports are not going through. So in fact, other ships that are not going to the ports, Iranian ports, they are going through. The ships that are going to the Iranian ports, they're the ones that are not going through. So it seems like to me that the blockade on the Strait of Hormuz, which is by the Islamic Republic, is not working, which you can see in the oil prices dropping 20% month over month. But the blockade on the Iranian ports that are done by United States are working, which can be seen in the significant drop in the economic situation of the Islamic Republic. They can't even pay Hezbollah anymore. Hezbollah, have you seen the videos of Hezbollah people complaining that they're not getting paid? Have you seen the reports of Hashd Shabi fighting with IRGC in the streets of Iran over payments? So the American blockade is working. The Islamic Republic blockade on the Strait of Hormuz is not working. Why don't you see this? Why are you so anti-Western? You're supposed to be fucking patriots. Fuck you. You're an enemy of the West. You're with the enemy. I'm Iranian, and I'm supporting the United States. This lady's supposed to be American, and she's supporting the Islamic Republic. What the fuck is this? Oh, we got another super chat. Oh, we're at 8. We're making it. Look at that. Tin Lee, thank you so much for the super chat, saying if Iran has nuclear weapon, they yes, Tin Lee, tell them. They're like, oh, the Islamic Republic closed the Strait of Hormuz. What the fuck do you think they're gonna do when they have a nuclear weapon? In fact, if anything, based on what you're seeing now, you should be like, holy shit, we should have done this earlier. These motherfuckers are going to close the Strait of Hormuz like this if they could. I mean, they can't right now, but if they had the nuclear weapon, then they could. Because then nobody would be able to stop them. This is a taste. This is a small taste of what the world's going to be like, at least at the beginning, when the Islamic Republic gets a nuclear weapon. And that's the short term. The long term is even going to be even more devastating. Yeah, so if the Islamic Republic has nuclear weapon, they close Hormuz forever. Trade oil only to China and Russia. Well, not Russia, because Russia has their own oil, but yes, China. Tank the gas. Tank the gas price for everyone else. Exactly. Then they'll hit a NATO country, activate Article 5, USA stuck in forever war. So tell me, there's a phase before all of this. The phase before all of this is after they get full control of the Persian Gulf and crashing the economies of the Arab countries in the Persian Gulf and constantly being a security threat to them, destroying their diversification away from oil and gas, destroying their tourism, and by not letting them sell oil and gas, and by threatening their desalination facilities, their plan is to take over. I kid you not, this is they say this publicly. Okay, their plan is to take over the UAE. Their plan is to take over Bahrain. Their plan is to take over even Qatar. Okay, their plan is to take over Kuwait, and their ultimate short-term plan is to take over Saudi Arabia. They have songs about this. They have fucking songs about this taking over Saudi Arabia. And guys, their plan is to basically control oil and gas of all of these countries, and also Iraq, by the way. Iraq, they're going to take over. They're going to basically take every country around the Persian Gulf and Oman and basically control this. So, guys, they're going to be the exporter of 20% of the oil and gas, of the energy in the world. Imagine they will become a superpower, a death cult run expansionist pan Shia imperialist superpower if they do that. And that's their short-term plan before they even go to Europe and United States and everything. And guys, if you think like, well, the Islamic Republic keeps threatening that they're going to annihilate the United States, but obviously they were never going to be able to do that. What do you think they're going to be able to do if they have an atomic bomb and they could control all the oil of not just Iran, but Iraq, Qatar, UAE, and Saudi fucking Arabia? What do you think they're going to be able to do if they have an atomic bomb, knowing that nobody's going to hit them, and be able to control this much oil and gas revenue? I bet you they become a much, much bigger threat to the United States by then, wouldn't they? This is what you need to avoid. And you won't avoid that by listening to this fucking ISO cocks. And thank you, Sarah, for getting us to nine super chats. Appreciate that. We're only one super chat away from 10 for our goal for every stream. Thank you, Sarah. Sarah saying too much fire. Get the fire extinguisher. I know what? I should have one here next to me. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you. I appreciate that. Guys, everything I'm saying is coming from the heart. Like, when I'm being real with you, I hope you guys understand that none of this is what I'm feeling every time I'm throughout the day when I'm consuming the news. And I just come here and I just basically put it all out there with you guys. Okay. You guys are not just my audience. You guys are my therapist. You guys understand that? You guys are not my audience. You're my therapist. I need you guys. I don't just need you guys to support this channel. I need you to listen to me because I have all of this fire inside me and I just need you guys to just listen to it. I just need to share it with you guys. All right, I need to share it with you guys. I can't just keep this to myself. right? Right. Thank you for being here and listening to me. Free therapy. Thank you. Well, more than free therapy. You guys are supporting me as well.
Which are the waterways to the world's energy. Donald Trump has posted on Truth Social a little earlier, Iran really wants to make a deal. It will be a good one for USA and those that are with us, but don't the Democrats and various seemingly unpatriotic Republicans understand it's much tougher for me to do my job properly and negotiate when political hacks keep negatively chirping at levels never seen before over and over again that I should move faster or slower or go to war or not go to war or whatever. To sit back and relax, it will all work out well in the end. It always does. President Trump. Now, the problem with that is the person who's doing most of the chirping is President Trump, right? Who is telling us in real time every day either there's about to be a great deal or he's about to wipe Iran off the face of the earth, and so on and so on. Constant mixed messaging, very.
It's not mixed messaging. It's the art of the fucking deal. Go check out his books. It's basically the art of the deal. I don't know how this motherfucker thinks that he knows Trump and then he acts like he doesn't. It's completely in line with his philosophy. I'm not saying it's 100% perfect, but it's completely in line with his philosophy. Alexia got us the confettis because we got to 10. We reached our goal. Thank you to Alexia with the super chat saying, Armin, this is from Love as you be my okay, look at this is from Love as you be my big brother. Okay, I'll be Alexia, I'll be your big brother. I don't know. Okay, fine. Yes. Am I older than you, Alexia? How old do you think I am? But okay, you know what, I am probably much older than you. But yeah, okay, thank you. It's an honor to be your big brother, Alexia. Wow, guys, I have a sister in South Africa. Amazing. That's great. I have an auntie. Who was my auntie? I like in the chat. Is she here? I forgot which country she was from. KP was my auntie, but I forgot which country. So I have an auntie somewhere in the world, and now a new auntie, and now I also have a sister somewhere in the world. Oh, look at this. Shana is saying Armin is 35 or something. I'm 42. Well, but thank you. But guys, I sometimes forget my age. Sometimes I think I'm 41, but then I realize, and then people are like, no, Armin, what the fuck are you talking about? You're 42. I'm like, oh, okay.
Streams either way. He is leading the agenda here himself. The chirping is coming from Donald Trump. And, my message to him back would be, don't worry what other people are saying about this. I would stop being so vocal on your social media feeds and try and work a way to extricate the United States from this before the damage becomes irreparable.
The damage of his posts are to the Islamic Republic, but you fuckers don't want to understand that. I mean, you do, but you don't pretend not to. President Trump's posts are driving the Islamic Republic crazy. They have never seen anything like this. They don't know how to deal with it. All the infighting and division, a lot of it is because of the President Trump's post. You have no idea. Every time it comes out, like, oh, we're talking to reasonable people there. They're giving us this. They're giving us that. It starts a manhunt in the Islamic Republic every fucking time. Within the regime, people are like, who the fuck is talking to Trump? Who's being reasonable with him? Who's being all chummy and nice to him? Who's the traitor? Who's doing treason? It's turning them against each other. It's working perfectly. President Trump, don't listen to these fuckers. They have no fucking idea what they're talking about.
The only way to force the Iranians to give us what we want in Iran is with boots on the ground. And there
are boots on the ground, you fucking idiot. It's called the Iranian people. Have you heard of them? It's the Iranian people. And Trump is doing perfectly if the blockade continues. The pressure and everything else Trump is doing is weakening the Islamic Republic. So eventually the Iranian people who are the boots on the ground will have the upper hand.
The Iranians to give us what we want in Iran is with boots on the ground. And there is zero appetite for that here.
We already have boots on the ground, you fucking bitch. It's the Iranian people. It's the Iranian people. The Iranian people are more than willing to fight against the regime. You just need to arm them. You already have millions and millions of boots on the ground. Just give them the tools to liberate themselves and keep on the pressure on the Islamic Republic. Maximum, as Prince Reza Pahlavi says, maximum pressure on the Islamic Republic and maximum support for the Iranian people. Maximum pressure. Keep the blockade. Keep the mind games against them. Keep the psychological warfare. Add kinetic military operations whenever it's needed. Keep the Operation Economic Fury on. But that's not enough. Maximum, the Iranian people, no matter how much you weaken the Islamic Republic, at the end of the day, the Iranian people cannot fight the regime without being armed. So maximum support for the Iranian people means arm the Iranian people. Give them the tools to defend themselves. And that's your boots on the ground.
The American people, right? And especially because the war was never sold to us. It never had majority support. The reasoning for it has been all over the board. The first thing that was really said publicly was we did it for Israel. And then they realized that caused quite a backlash.
By the way, guys, I got a new video, which I have not yet posted, from Iranian people inside Iran asking to be armed. My let me show you. I haven't yet posted, so go follow me on X to see the new one is coming up very soon, very, very soon. So let me post the link to my X for people who are watching on YouTube. The people who are watching on X, you're already, I think, following me on X. So go follow Armin Navabi on X. And let me just show you, I already posted this video for Iranian people inside Iran wanting to be armed. And Mark Levin posted it. Is it Levin or Levin? Okay, Mark Levin. Yes, that's how you say it. He posted it. He shared it. This is a video from inside Iran sent to me from this brave woman. Look at this. It got 364,000 views thanks to Goldie and Mark Levin. So asking to be armed. Guys, go follow me on X because I got a new video. I got a new video from someone else. And this is the second one is going to be as great as this one. Okay, so watch this. This is from inside Iran. She's sending this from inside Iran. This is the first time, guys. We did this campaign together. Okay, we did this campaign together from inside Iran. This is the first time that somebody from inside Iran is asking the world to arm the Iranian people. A message to the whole world. Look.
We the people, arm us.
So yeah, now I got a new video, which soon I will post. So go get ready for that. So follow me on X at Armin Navabi, or just search for me on X for Armin Navabi, and I will post it here. You look at this. This one, Goldie posted it. Mark Levin posted it. It got so many views. It's great. It got trending. It got trending on X. It was the top trending on X. Look, let me show you this. Look at this. Look at this for you. Today's news: Iranian women's arm us plea fuels calls for protest aid, and it had its own segment. Look at this. It had its own segment on X as the trending news. Iranian women's arm us plea fuels call for protest aid, and then it had this whole explanation. It's saying the video smuggled out amid blackouts and shared by activist Armin Navabi shows her urging international support for self-defense. So guys, when I post the new one, please help me get that seen as well. So I don't think it's going to get as big as this one because this was huge, but it went very viral. But we need to get, because it's the voice of the Iranian people, so we need to try to get that one out as well. Okay, we need to try to get that one seen as well. Okay, because they are risking so much to get this message out, risking so much. So help me out with that. Okay, well, let me see. We got 2 more super chats. We're going above our goal, guys. We're going above our goal. By the way, guys, please, thank you so much for all the support. I hope only the people who are financially secure with their finances are allowed. okay, to support us with super chats. Okay, we have a rule in this channel. Okay, nobody gets to support us financially. It's banned on this channel to support us financially unless you have your finances secure. Okay, you need to be financially in a very comfortable situation to support us financially. You are not allowed, if you want to support us and you're not in a financially secure situation, like, subscribe, share, comment, do all of those things. But no super chats, no memberships if you are financially in another very comfortable area. Okay. But if you are, we really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And there, speaking of, say it with a super chat saying it's getting hot with a fire emoji here from Armin's Fire. Here from Armin's Fire. Love it. Well, thank you, Sayed. I appreciate that. That's very sweet. Very sweet. And then we have another super chat. Sayed, you say the nicest things. Thank you, Sayed. Appreciate that. Omid with another super chat. Thank you so much, Omid. Always so supportive. Saying, first of all, you're also my therapist. Okay. It works both ways. I'm your therapist and you're my therapist. That's great. Armin. Meanwhile, I also received videos about arming people in Iran. Fantastic. Fantastic. Guys, Omid, make sure you follow me on X because I have some other really good videos coming out about getting armed. I think we're normalizing it. We started this campaign and we're normalizing it. Okay, so be with us here so that we could make more people see this. Oh my God, we're getting more super chats. We're way above our goal for this stream. And then we got Sarah. Sarah. Oh my God. Sarah saying, I was financially secure until super chats. Okay. Oh no. Oh no, Sarah. Oh my God. I'm so sorry. Well, maybe take a break or something. I hope you're joking, but that's funny. Okay, Sarah. Oh no. Sarah. It's okay. It's okay. Too much fire. Get the fire extinguisher. Okay, I'll bring some. I will pour tea on myself if it gets really bad. Okay, I have enough tea next to me. Okay, thank you, Sarah, for all the support. And again, guys, seriously, like, I'm being serious. If you are not financially secure, do not use super chats. Just like the stream instead. Remy with a super chat saying financially responsible finance. Keep cooking, Army. Yes, they're good. Okay, so you're being responsible. Good. And thank you for the support. Keep cooking. I will. Okay, I'm a cook here, guys. These are just the tips from. I'm your waiter. I'm bringing you cutlet. It's different kind of cutlet, and you guys are just basically tipping the cook. Appreciate that, Remy. And then Wyatt with a super chat. Thank you, Wyatt. Thank you so much for the support. Saying if we had a website, we could post books and videos that teach the people how to arm themselves. I know how to make a lot, but I won't post it here. I mean, I can't do it on YouTube because we don't want to get in trouble. But we did make me and Susanna, we made a website a while ago after the Massa Revolution. A few years ago. Where is it? No. That's not the website. Here. Okay. It's double R here. It's called Operation Iranian Renaissance. So Susanna and I made this. Thank you, Waya. Thank you for the super chat. So this is not about how to use guns and stuff, but it's in English and it's also in Persian. And we made these PDFs for the Iranian people. So, it's really low size files, right? So that it could be shared. So, for example, this PDF here, that it could be easily shared and saved even when there's no internet. It teaches you what to do when you are bleeding from a bullet wound, right? And guys, we made this when there was we didn't have AI back then. So we had to actually talk to experts and research all of this and fact check it and make sure that we're getting everything right. So this is a perfect guide on what to do if you get shot with a bullet and how to stop bleeding. Okay, so we made that. Okay, so this was 25 pages. But we also knew that many people will not read a 25-page PDF. We had this other PDF that was just one page. So we encourage so many people to read it. Guys, we made it so many years ago, okay? And we basically got people to share it around on Telegram. So we made it so that they don't have to come to our website to check this. We made it PDF so they could download it and share it around. And this is a one-page PDF that tells you what to do in uprising, what to wear, what to do, what not to do, how to deal with tear gas, what to bring with yourself. So, yeah, so these are all the things, like what kind of food, what kind of shoes to wear, not have, eye contact lens, for example, what cream not make sure that not to have on your body. So all of the things, all the instructions on what to do when there is a tear gas thrown next to you, all of this in one page for the uprising. So this is like the kind of work that we have done. Yeah. Anyways, yes, but it's hard to do what you're saying because we want to make sure that social media, we're not breaking their terms of service. But I think that one thing, hopefully, Princess of Pahlavi's website, the Garda Javidan notebook, version 3 of it will have something like that in it. That's what I'm advocating for. Anyways, Armin the Revolution Whisperer. Yes. So guys, we have a huge history of different kinds of activity. Like people think that we have done so many different things. Like people think that we're just YouTubers and we come talk about politics, but we have been on the ground in the field. We have had networking. We have created like groups of people with different missions, different connections. We're I'm wanted in 3 countries, by the way. And I have police filings against me in 3 countries. And only one of them would execute me, I think. But yeah, so there's a huge history of the things that we have done, which I'm not going to go into. Anyways, let me continue with this now.
So they tried to tell us that wasn't true, but it's
Jav is saying which countries? Well, obviously in Iran is one of them, but also India and Malaysia. Yeah.
all on tape from the House Speaker and the Secretary of State / National Security Advisor. And so there's never been majority support. And as things have gotten worse and stickier and weirder and harder, the support that was there is starting to dwindle. Even amongst Republicans now, there's less and less support. And President Trump knows that. For the first time that I've watched him in history, he's not attacking the polls as wrong or biased or unreliable, because it's all the polls from every single outlet that say he's underwater with every constituency. He's lost all the gains he made with Latinos. He's lost all the gains he made with Black voters. He has lost the white working class. That is as core MAGA as you can get. Once you've lost them as President Donald Trump, you have no one left other than the boomer crowd watching Fox News. That's the only one still in his corner. And that's not enough. That's not enough to keep the Republicans in power in the House and the Senate.
God, guys, we're dealing with an existential crisis. We're having I think President Trump has other priorities when a fucking death cult with oil and gas money of one of the most oil and gas rich countries in the world, with that sort of revenue, when a fucking death cult regime with a Shia pan-Islamic expansionist world dominating agenda is getting close to a fucking nuclear bomb, I think that at that point, the poll numbers and saving the Republican Party should be not as big as a priority as to making sure that the whole fucking planet survives this death cult. I don't know. I think President Trump is right to shift his priorities when his own intelligence shows to him that the Islamic Republic was getting close to a nuclear bomb, But I don't know. I have this problem that it's called not being fucking retarded. I have that problem, okay? I don't know if you guys have that problem as well, but that's this is a side effect of that.
And if he loses both of those bodies going into this November, he's immediately a lame duck. And not just that, but he's facing 2 years of investigations of himself and his family and every executive order and every allegation of corruption that's been leveled against him and his family. I mean, he's really back to what was happening to him when he was out of power those 4 years. So the chirping, though, Piers, I mean, it's really amazing because the president was the chief critic of the wars that we had in Iraq and our involvement in the Middle East. And that's one of the reasons why he was elected president.
He's like, oh, he's a critic of the wars that we had in the Middle East. So why is he starting a new war in the Middle East? Because he's not starting a war in the Middle East. He's not. The war with the Islamic Republic started 47 years ago. 47 years ago. They declared war against you already. He's not starting a war. He's ending a war. Have you forgotten? For 47 years, they say death to America. 47 years ago, they took your people from the embassy in Tehran, U.S. embassy in Tehran, hostage. They started it. And nobody dared stop it. Nobody had the balls to confront them except President Trump. Nobody is reacting except President Trump. He's not starting a war. He's ending a war. Do you not hear them chant death to America? Do you not hear them say Israel is the baby Satan, the little Satan, and the U.S. is the big Satan? Do you not hear them promise that one day they will annihilate the United States of America? Do you not hear it? Do you not hear them promise that one day they will take over Islam, will take over the whole world? Do you not hear it? This war has been declared. Are you not going to respond? Are you not going to end this war that has already started? They already killed more Americans than any other existing state. What else do you have? What else do they have to do? What else do they have to do for you to realize that you were already in a war?
For all the chirping he did, giving voice to those who are very skeptical of our wars over there. It's one of the reasons why he was elected. And now he's gone and done the very thing he promised us he wouldn't do without getting the majority support. And so, sure, he's got a lot of critics, not only on the left, but on the right too.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm upset. Okay, you hear me yelling? That's not me being upset. None of that is me being upset. That's me having a good time. But I'm out of tea. I had 3 cups. And 3 cups was not good enough. I managed to finish 3 cups in 1 hour. And now I'm upset. This is me being upset. Me yelling and shouting, none of that is me being upset. That is me having the best time. But this is me being upset. I had 3 big cups and that was not enough. For some reason.
And he's not going to silence them by saying, stop criticizing me. That's not the way this works. No one supported this, and no one but the hardcore neocons wanted it. So you still have those guys sort of in your corner, sort of. They're starting to drift as you won't launch a ground war against Iran. And they're going to be gone from him in 2 seconds, Piers, if this deal is basically reopen the strait and here's $12 billion in your Iranian assets that we had under our control, which is what the deal is looking like. Yeah. That's what
it's not their fucking money. It's our money. It's our fucking money. Okay? That's our money. Don't give it to our occupiers.
It's starting to look like.
That's the Iranian people's money. That's our, hey, that's my $12 billion. That's Nara's $12 billion. Okay? That's Javid's, that's Cyrus's $12 billion. It's, you can't get, that's, yeah. Che, you're with us? Yeah. Okay, that's our money. That's our money. It's our money. That's our 12 billion. This Iranian people, don't give the money to our occupiers.
And
yes, exactly. Nara, Iranian. Nara, say, give me my money. That's not yours to give, and it's not theirs to give either. It's ours. This belongs to the Iranian people. They stole it from us. Do not release the funds to our occupiers. Yes, Sarah's money. That's Sarah's money. It's the people's money.
It just puts us back to square one, only Iran is a lot richer and has a new weapon, a geopolitical weapon, the Strait, which it didn't know it had. with no
It didn't know it had. Do you think they're fucking retarded? I mean, they're durka, but they're not that retarded. They knew it had it. They knew they had it. They knew they always threatened oh my God, for the past 10 years, I've seen the Islamic Republic always say that if they attack us, we're going to close the Strait of Hormuz. You think they just discovered this? Do you seriously think the Islamic Republic only now discovered this? I've been hearing them for the past 10 fucking years saying that they're going to close the Strait of Hormuz if anything happens to them. They were like, oh, we have mines. They have been promising more. They said that nobody would be able to go through the Strait of Hormuz if we put mines there. In fact, they expected more. You're like, oh, they didn't know they have this weapon. Not only they knew, they expected to be able to do so much more than they did. They expected that oil prices would immediately jump to 200. They said this. They said that they thought, let me see, Brent crude oil price. Look at this. They said that if they do anything, we will close the Strait of Hormuz, and Brent crude oil prices will go to $200 per barrel immediately. Look at this. Month over month, it has dropped 24%. It's at 86. It's not even at 100 right now. What are you talking about? They just discovered this. You have no fucking clue what you're talking about, making Kelly. I mean, it doesn't matter because your audience is retarded. So I guess, keep making that money, I guess.
no progress on the nuclear front. Those people are going to abandon him in 2 seconds flat. But he's lost majority support with all the other key constituencies. So this wasn't worth it. And I think sober, honest analysis would show any fair-minded person that it wasn't.
I think
and the question now is just cutting the losses.
I think he knows. And I think that for all his support of Netanyahu publicly, I think he must be bitterly regretting believing the Netanyahu playbook for this, which was you decapitate the leadership.
Okay, Piers Morgan, guys, apparently can read minds of President Trump. What the fuck are you talking about? You have no fucking clue what President Trump is thinking. You're making it up. I think this. Evidence? Do you have evidence, or are you just going to put claims with baseless claims? Like, what is this? Is this analysis? I feel like Piers Morgan has a stick up his ass right now as he's speaking. Armin, how do you know that? I just think it. I just think things to reality, and I call it analysis, apparently, because just like I think this. I need no arguments. I need no evidence. I'll just make it reality by saying I think it. Apparently, they call that analysis.
The IRGC collapse from within. The people rise up. It's going to be straightforward. None of that has happened apart from the initial decapitation, and the Ayatollah got replaced.
Hey guys, I mean a literal stick. I wasn't talking about the figurative meaning of having a stick up here. So I was talking literal.
Son, right? So nothing's really changed, other than Iran now knows it has cards it didn't know it had, and that's
how do you. For decades, the Islamic Republic has been preparing for the day that United States will eventually attack it. United States and Israel would eventually attack it. You think they didn't know they have this card? The Strait of Hormuz is right there. It's right there. 20% of the world's oil passes through there, and it never crossed their mind that, oh yeah, we could close this if anything happens to us. They just discovered something that they did not know. Are you kidding me? Do you genuinely think that they did not know they could do this? Do you genuinely think they did not? Thanks to President Trump, they just discovered this. This is the dumbest fucking analysis on the Middle East I've ever seen, and I've seen dumb analysis.
Other than Iran now knows it has cards it didn't know it had. And that's kind of the worst scenario of all, where they've now gone, okay, great. Now, every time we shut the Strait of Hormuz, the entire world goes nuts, right?
They always knew it. And guess what? Even without you attacking them, they were planning to close it anyways once they had enough deterrence capability, like with a nuclear fucking bomb. they were planning to close it anyways, even if you didn't attack it. They were always waiting to get to a nuclear bomb and then close the Strait of Hormuz and say, like, well, what you gonna do about it? Well, what you gonna do about it? We closed the Strait of Hormuz. You didn't attack us, yes, but we did it because it's our right. And what you gonna do about it? You're gonna do nothing about it. That was their plan. You think like, oh, like now, if this happens, that happens. That was always the plan, even without an American attack.
Got everybody over a barrel, quite literally over a barrel of oil.
Well, and
Casey's saying, I think Cenk is under the table. Oh my God, what is he doing there? Oh, never mind. Actually, don't answer that. Well, Casey, thank you for the super chat.
one other thing has changed, which is incredibly, we've gone from the Ayatollah to more radical leadership in Iran. I mean, it's unbelievable.
What the fuck makes you think that we went to more radical leadership? You fucking bitch. You fucking bitch. Why are you amplifying the Islamic Republic propaganda? This is what they want you to think. Like, oh, you know what? This is completely the Islamic Republic propaganda. They're saying, like, we were playing nice with Ali Khamenei, but with Mujtaba, now the gloves are off. That's what they want you to think. He's not more fucking radical, you fucking piece of shit. He's not more radical. How could you get more radical than wanting to annihilate the United States? How could you top that? Like, Mujtaba wants to annihilate the United States and Ali Khamenei didn't want to annihilate the United States. Like, how do you top wanting to annihilate the United States of America? How do you get more radical than that? Can somebody explain to me? What is this idea that Mujtaba is more radical? He's not more radical.
Ayatollah.
Guys, let me explain to you. There are different camps within the Islamic Republic. Okay, we have the Vahidi Jafari camp, we have the Mujtaba Ghalibaf camp, and we have the Paidari camp. These are right now, used to be 4, but 2 of them merged, and these are now the 3 main sources of power, competing sources of power within the Islamic Republic, and they're competing against each other. Okay, none of them is more radical than the other one. They all have the same fucking goal, which is the survival of the Islamic Republic, the expansion of the Islamic Republic and its revolutionary ideas, and the pan Shia Islamism around the Middle East and North Africa, and eventually the whole fucking world, and the eventual destruction of the United States of America. Okay, given that they're all have this goal, that means that they all at the same level of radicalism. What they differ is their fucking method on how to get there. They all are going for the same destination, but they have different methods. That doesn't make one of them more radical than the other. It might make one of them more pragmatic in how to get there than the other one might, but it doesn't mean that their destination is different. That makes them all equally fucking radical. Please understand, guys. I know these fuckers are not going to listen to us, but I want the rest of you to understand what the words that are coming out of my mouth, so at least you guys know what's happening here.
To more radical leadership in Iran. I mean, it's unbelievable. We had a guy who at least had a fatwa on actually developing a nuclear weapon to a team.
Fuck you, Megan. Fuck you, Megan. Are you fucking... Oh, Ali Khamenei at least had a fucking fatwa. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't know. I'm learning something from Megyn Kelly. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Stop talking about the fucking fatwa. Stop talking about Ali Khamenei's fucking fatwa. Are you seriously believing that bullshit? I did not know. All my years, for the past 20 fucking years, I've been fighting the Islamic Republic. I didn't know that you could just trust what the Ayatollah says. I didn't know you could just trust these motherfuckers. You really? So Ali Khamenei issued a fatwa and that settles it? 20 years of analysis and activism and fighting against the Islamic Republic, all of that I didn't know this. Thank you, Megan, for educating us about my country and our occupiers and the regime that us Iranians have been following and fighting against for the past 40 years. And you're telling us that when an ayatollah issues a fatwa, we should just fucking trust it? Consider me educated, American woman. I didn't know this about our occupiers. Thank you for educating me. Thank you for educating me. It's not as if a fatwa can be undone by another fatwa. It's not. Oh, wait. Actually, guys, somebody in the chat, somebody is telling me in my ear. Okay, this is coming to me by our team. Okay, our team. Guys, you can. A fatwa can be undone. Did you know that? Do you know you could do another fucking fatwa and then remove their previous fatwa? Did you know you could do that? Did you know you could do that? You could have a fatwa like, hey, we're not gonna have a nuclear weapon. We're not. And then you could get all the way close to having a nuclear weapon, and then you could do another fatwa. Like, yep, we have a fatwa. It undoes the other fatwa. We now can. Did you know that? Did you know that you could do that? Did you know that's a thing that they do? You know, you could just do another fatwa. It's that easy. It's that fucking easy. Oh my God. You know what they would say? Like, yeah, we had a fatwa against nuclear weapons because we didn't need it, but now we need it because of threats. So here's a new fatwa. There you go. It's that fucking easy. Oh my God. Did you just fucking... How is this woman not pro-Islamic Republic? She believes the Ayatollah. The Iranians don't believe the Ayatollah. This American woman believes the Ayatollah. The Iranian people are anti-Ayatollah. This woman is defending this American woman, this conservative, patriotic American woman. Republican, conservative, patriotic American woman believes the greatest enemy of the United States of America. She says, well, they said it, so I believe it. How is this not pro-regime? How is this not defending the greatest enemies of the United States? How is this patriotic? How is this America first? To believe the Ayatollah, to believe their sworn enemies? This is your America first? Your America first? Fuck you! This is treason! Somebody's saying she's not a Republican. She's independent. Yes, she's independent from logic and facts and evidence.
People who I think would be just fine doing that.
Yes.
And a guy
independent from brain cells. Exactly. That's what she's independent from.
Who understood that to a team of people who I think would be just fine doing that. And a guy who understood that they could potentially seize control of the Strait of Hormuz, but never actually did it because he understood that would be a next level move that would actually really upset the world economy and the Iranian economy. And now we have these guys who are just, forgive me, but it's just a bunch of bastards who are like, let's fight dirty. You know, this is existential for us. And they've done it. They've gone and done it. So
before that, they were playing nice. They killed more Americans than any other state. Any other existing state, and like, oh, let's go play now. Only now. Look at this, guys. Listen to this. Like, oh, only now that they're saying let's go play dirty. Listen to this.
These guys who are just, forgive me, but it's just a bunch of bastards who are like, let's fight dirty. You know, this is existential for us.
Wait, is he suggesting that the Islamic Republic only after Operation Epic Fury decided to fight dirty? Like, I hope she's not saying that. Listen,
because he understood that would be a next level move that would actually really upset the world economy and the Iranian economy. And now we have these guys who are just, forgive me, but it's just a bunch of bastards who are like, let's fight dirty. You know, this is existential for us. And they've done it. They've gone and done it. So we to the extent we have regime change, we've gone.
Wait, is she suggesting that the Islamic Republic only now has decided to fight dirty? Am I hearing this right? You fucking piece of shit. They funded and planned October 7th. They funded and planned October 7th. That so-called less radical Ayatollah Ali Khamenei that you're saying was less radical, he was behind planning and executing October 7th. This has been peer-reviewed. It's now verifiable fact. It has been analyzed and verified by objective analysis that were behind October 7th. And you're saying they were less radical and they were only now playing dirty? Oh, fucking believable, man. I don't know what the fuck. What's the cure for this? Like, what the fuck is this? Oh my God, we got so many super chats all of a sudden. Wow, we got 4 more super chats. Look at this. Thank you, guys. That's very nice. We're way above our goal for today. I don't even know by how much. Fleshy is saying, Armin, save your voice. I can't. This is I can't hold my breath. I can't. It is what it is. sorry. Guys, this is me. I need this. Don't take this away from me. Okay, forget about my voice. I need this. Okay, this is therapy for me. Okay, I'm okay. Don't worry about it. All right. Thank you, Flesh. Thank you, Fleshy Interloper, for your concern, right away, and thank you for the support. And Alexia is saying, Armin sent email, subject, graphics, hope it works. Okay, I'll look it up later. Let me see. Wait, am I receiving any? Oh, yeah, I got it. Okay. I'll check it later. It might take a while for me to respond, okay? Don't be upset with me, please. I'm getting so many emails. Okay, I will check it later. Okay. And then, thank you, by the way, Alexia. And Roman Viking, thank you so much for the super chat, saying how to reform intellectual property law so that you could show the dictator new clip again whilst preserving fair original creator royalties. Well, don't worry, Roman Viking. That's going to be solved with AI. We're going to get so many movies and so many clips like that, with none of them having any copyrights on them. So that is solving itself. You know, very soon we're going to have the best movies and clips and funny videos designed by AI in a way that will have the most effect, and the volume of content that is AI is going to be more than content that is not AI. So, and none of them is going to be copyrighted. So we're going to have unlimited stuff to be able to share. Right. So that's how that will solve itself. And thank you for the super chat. And then we have Nari. Thank you so much for the super chat, saying that the one element missing in their video is a salavat. Yes. Megan Kelly, given how much your thank you, Nari. Megan Kelly, given how much your bullshit is in line with what the Islamic Republic teaches, just start with an Allahu Akbar and a death to America, death to Israel, and then, end it with a salawat. You want just repeat after me. Allahumma sallallahu Muhammad wa ala. Guys, I can never finish a salawat properly. I don't know why. I always try to do a salawat, but I get to the end, and that happens always. I don't know why. Every single time I want to do a salawat, that's how it ends. I don't know. Anyways, let's continue. By the way, that translates to blessing be to Muhammad and his family, or his bait, or whatever.
On from radical to extremely radical, and a group of people that understands they don't have to bargain with us at all. That the pain we're withstanding is worse than the pain they're withstanding, and that we're likely to bend the knee before they are, because they see the numbers over here that 70% of the American populace does not like this war. And
the numbers, let me show you the numbers. They're going to bend the knee before them? Holy fucking shit. This is record high S&P 500. Year over year, you're up 26 fucking percent. 26 fucking percent. This is not normal. These are the numbers.
And it's up to in the 90s when you ask who is opposed to ground troops. So while Mark Levin would really like.
Yeah, Mark Levin is not asking for ground troops. Mark Levin is asking for arming the Iranian people. So he wants the ground troops to be the Iranian people. So you're misrepresenting Mark Levin as well. And yes, most Americans are against ground troops, but most Americans, if you actually look at the polls, if you ask them if the United States should do something to stop the Islamic Republic for having a nuclear weapon, most of them will say yes. And the other question you should be asking Americans is if they would oppose arming the Iranian people. Ask them that. But look at this. Look how slimy she's being. Instead of asking how many Americans think we should take military action against the Islamic Republic if they're getting close to a nuclear weapon, because those numbers would be against her narrative. Instead of saying that, she's basically asking a question, pointing to a poll that President Trump is not even doing, and Mark Levin is not even asked for. Basically, a ground invasion in Iran in the same style that they did in Iraq. Yeah, okay. 90% of Americans are against that. Okay, well, they're not, but Trump is not doing that, and Mark Levin is not even asking for that. The boots on the ground that Mark Levin is advocating for is the Iranian people and for them to be armed. That's what he's asking for. So way to misrepresent what he stands for. Why don't you tell people? Why aren't you honest with people and say most Americans are for military operations to stop Islamic Republic from becoming nuclear? Why don't you say that? Why don't you say that? Why didn't you point to that? Oh, because that goes against your narrative? Obviously. There needs to be a new poll in the United States asking Americans how many of them would be in favor of United States just arming the Iranian people.
Us to send boots on the ground over there and to have, I don't know how many aircraft carriers over in the Strait of Hormuz patrolling it forever. He's in a...
Yeah, well, that's not boots on the ground, bitch. That's not boots on the ground.
In the 90s, when you ask who is opposed to ground troops. So while Mark Levin would really like, us to send boots on the ground over there and to have, I don't know how many aircraft carriers over in the Strait of Hormuz patrolling it forever.
That's not boots on the ground. Patrolling it forever. Your aircraft carrier strike groups are always patrolling somewhere. They're always patrolling. That's not, if they're not over there, they're patrolling somewhere else.
He's in a growingly small cabal. And President Trump, while he continues to tell us to watch Mark Levin's show, and Mark Levin defines who's MAGA and who's not.
Yeah, Mark Levin does, because if President Trump created MAGA, so President Trump gets to say who MAGA is. Why, you get to say who MAGA is? I think the person who created MAGA gets to say who MAGA is. By the way, guys, Mark Levin posted our tweet. Our tweet. I was going to say my tweet. It's our. We did this together, especially her. Yes. Every time we say Mark Levin, I'm tempted to come back to this. It's such an honor, by the way, to be, quote tweeted by Mark Levin.
Understands that that's a very small group, and that's not a group.
Well,
big
the
enough
other
to win
person who's
elections.
gone very quiet is Ben Shapiro, our friend who loved to whack us for our supposed, terrible positions on all this. But he's gone very quiet because his own business is now getting seriously damaged in people.
He didn't go quiet. He actually responded to this bullshit take of yours. He pointed out that people's viewerships go down and up all the time. And the only ones that people talk about when their viewerships go down are the ones big enough for people to care about. Let me see. Ben Shapiro hasn't gone quiet. He's posting every single day. What do you mean Ben Shapiro's gone quiet? What are you talking about? Ben Shapiro is active. 18 hours ago, 1 day ago, 1 day ago, 2 days ago, 2 days ago, 3. What the fuck are you talking about? him not talking to retards like you is not him going quiet. What the fuck are you talking about? He's active, and he responded to this bullshit thing. Oh, Ben Shapiro is losing views. People lose views and goes up and down all the fucking time. The fact that everybody's talking about Ben Shapiro losing views, that means he's so big that that's news. The fact that Ben Shapiro losing views is news shows how big he is.
People running away from watching his show because they know the narrative he's been putting out there has been proven in front of our eyes to be.
He's not going anywhere. He's talking about it all the fucking time, you fucking idiot. And in fact, the fact that he's insistent on his position while losing views shows that he has principles. That shows that he has principles. That means that he's not chasing. Maybe the reason why Ben Shapiro is losing views is because he's not chasing views like you are, Piers Morgan. How about that? Maybe because Ben Shapiro stands for what's right, regardless of what the best ways of getting views are. Maybe he's not like you, who went on anti-Israeli as soon as you figured that that's where the money is, that's where the views are, and that's where the money is. We know, yes. So for you, given that your metric is views, given that that's your way of recognizing success, measuring success, I know why you're doing what you're doing. That's your metric. That's from your perspective. You went fully anti-Israeli when you saw how many people's channels were growing significantly as soon as they attacked the Jews and Israel, and you leaned into it because you're chasing views and you're chasing money. Ben Shapiro is losing views because he has different standards. His measure of success is fighting for what's right, unlike you. That's why he's losing views, and he's not changing his position. He's not going to change his position because, unlike you, he has principles.
Incredibly unsuccessful and actually working out the exact opposite to how he assured us it would happen. On the issue.
Yeah, somebody's saying, I'd rather lose viewers like Ben Shapiro than to lose my soul like Megan and Piers. Exactly. Perfectly said.
Of Israel and criticism. How concerned are you about booking any holiday or vacation anytime soon to the United Kingdom? Because Cenk Uygur, who you would disagree with pretty much.
Boo-hoo. Oh, we can't. Oh, I'm so concerned about going to the UK. Fuck you. Anyways, I need to leave now because I need to get ready for the next show. We're gonna come back to this because I want to do the Cenk Uygur part. Yes, we're gonna come back to this Buffalo. We're going to respond to his bullshit next time. Unless something bigger happens and we want to respond to that. But anyways, guys, I'm going to go. You know why I need to go before this show, before Iran Revolution Live, is because I need to go make some tea. And guys, I do have more cups. The reason why I only make 3 cups every time is because that's how each tea bag can only support 3 cups of tea. I've noticed if you try to do 4, then the 4th cup is just going to be, there's not going to be any taste in the 4th cup. So I'm trying to squeeze as much tea from every tea bag as possible. So 3 cups is as far as each one of them go. So if I want to go more than 3, I would have to do 6. I can't do 4. I have to do 6. And that would be hard for me to like just carry around like with 6 cups of tea, and I wouldn't know where to put them. I wish it would go as far as 4. 4 would be ideal, but it's just 3. So the next jump from 3 is 6, and I don't have like, it would be like chaotic here. So now you know. That's very important information for you to have, by the way. So yeah, now you know what I'm dealing with. Saying, what tea are you drinking? I have like a cabinet full of different herbal teas, and now I don't even know I think this is ginger. I think this is ginger tea, but now like there's so many different herbs, and I don't even know each time what tea I'm drinking because every time I'm grabbing a new one. As long as it doesn't taste like the one before it, there needs to be diversity in the taste. That's the only thing that matters, right? Diversity is our strength, right? At least when it comes to tea. So that's why, yeah. Anyways, I don't know why I'm sharing all of this with you. It's important information. Okay, guys, I'm gonna stop. Sorry. I'm sorry. That's getting weird. All right, guys. Love you guys, and don't forget to like. We need the likes. It really helps. And share and just all the buttons at the bottom of this video. Just go like just this button. Everything you see, just click, and then subscribe, bell notification, like, comment. Hype, is the hype thing button still there? I don't know. If it's there, use that. I think they took it away. Anyways, yeah, love you guys, and see you guys in about 25 minutes or so on Iran Revolution Live. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you there. So we'll go live again on this channel for people who are new here. So that's the next show. Okay, guys. Oh yeah. Oh, guys, are we adding something new? Is it Cuba Libre? Am I saying it right? Yeah, I think it's Cuba Libre. So it's Am Israel Chai, Slavo-Ukrainian, Cuba Libre. Is it Cuba Libre in the way they say? For now, we say Cuba Libre. Long live America. Javid Shah. Payande Iran. See you guys in 25 minutes. Bye, guys.